So hi there, I'm Jeannie Fuller, and I am here to tell you about one of the most powerful things you can do. And hopefully by now you watched our referral secret, which is a sequence, and how you sequence your comments, etc., in order to pull them in, engage them. And the first step is intrigue. Now, we have a lot of ways to do intrigue, but I've got a little concept here that you ought to pay pretty close attention to, because it works into almost anything you say. It's called bold, brief, and brilliant, and here we go.
Bold, brief, and brilliant. It's a concept. It's a winning concept that we can use in a number of places. So I want you to see just how powerful this is. So most places you go, someone's going to ask you, what do you do? And you may be in a quandary like this little guy and realize that, well, what you've been saying just doesn't cut it or doesn't get their attention. But did you realize that what do you do is the wrong question? Well, I believe it is. You see, explaining what you do just doesn't get your message across. It's all about the value you deliver to a single client. It's the significance. So we use a concept called bold, brief, and brilliant. Now, to demonstrate why these three components are so powerful, let's look and let's suppose that bold is missing. Then you're going to sound like everybody else, and you may even have too soft a voice. So if you look where brief and brilliant overlap in this little place right here, you kind of get lost. They tune you out. So let's look at another scenario. If brief is missing, it means you're just talking too long. And you'll see where bold and brilliant overlap, they just tune you out. Amazing. Too bad. Now, when brilliant is missing, and we haven't quite defined that yet, you may sound trite like everybody else again, may even be industry jargon, and they put you in what I'm going to call the wrong file. They associate whatever you do as what financial advisor meant to them in the past, whatever the last one did. And so they're not even getting your distinction. So here you can see that we need all three components. And when we have that, let's look just to make sure you understand what we're talking about. Yep, bold is being about unique, memorable, giving you that confident feeling. And brief, well, it's 30 seconds or less. Probably don't need to say a whole lot. It's like say it and zip it. Now, brilliant, on the other hand, is using kind of words that paint a mental picture. So they're visual words, so people get an idea of the value you delivered, usually to a single client, so that they go, woohoo! And they see you in a whole new light.
So bold, brief, and brilliant. It is a dynamite concept. I mean, just think about it. If your communication, when you introduce yourself, when you're talking to a prospect, when you're talking to a centers of influence, if it was bold, so they really grasp how unique you are, if it is brief and to the point, so they are focused in on what you want, and if it's brilliant, where you're using colorful words that pull them in, it works. So you're going to want to subscribe to our ongoing weekly trainings, because they're short, 17 minutes a week, and we're going to keep giving you these concepts and then polishing them, enhancing them, so you can use those skills today. Practice, implement, and get referrals for profit.